Okay, boss. Now we have to look at the update tab now. Okay. Very important. So basically your update tab of the DTP will have information on the target object. So what is my target in this case? Info cube, and which cube is it? It's a cube name. Okay. First point is that it will have the target name. Next we have something on what? Error handling. Very important. So you have got 4 options for error handling. One is what? Deactivated means what? Nothing is, it does not do any error handling at all. And then when I say no update, no reporting, if there is one error, let's say, do you process data in form of data packets? Yes. This error handling is packet by packet. When I say no update, no reporting, if there is at least one error record in the packet, the complete packet is not updated and the request will not come for reporting. Reporting rather than it will be read. Okay. And what is the next one? Valid records update, no reporting means what? Let's say I've got a packet size of 500 records. Out of 500, one is error record. Then what it does? It will update those 499 records and the request will be read, not coming for reporting. Okay. And if you say valid records and reporting possible, whatever valid, it will update them and it will set that as green. Does not even show you error at all. Which one do you prefer? Last one. Last one is error finally, after 1 month, some users will raise saying, I've got a lot of documents are missed out. So I'll prefer what? Third one. So that what happens? Whatever is valid, let it update it. And error records, let it throw an error to me so that I can fix the problem with that particular error records. So that is what I do with error handling. Okay. Here we should understand a concept here. Now look at this. How is this error handling handled? Look at this. When you run the info package, it extracts from source system to PSA. Irrespective of the data quality, will the data come to PSA? Because PSA can hold exactly the replica of data coming from source. Now when you run the standard DTP to load from what? To load from data source to the target, then we use what? Standard DTP. So what are the error handling? We are doing it when we are loading from source object to what? Target object. Okay. When you say valid records update, no reporting, what it does? Let's say I've got packet with 500 records. Let's say one is an error record. It will update those 499 records to what? Target, and the request is set to red. The error record, whatever we have, it will be updated to what? It will be pushed to what? Error stack. Then I can go to the error stack, edit my record, correct the record, then what? To load the record back from error stack to target, we use what? Error DTP. That's the concept. InfoObjects run చేసినప్పుడు error records కూడా PSA కి వచ్చేస్తాయి. PSA నుంచి పైన క్యూబ్ పోయేటప్పుడు DTP కొట్టేటప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ నువ్వు వ్యాలిడ్ రికార్డ్స్ అప్డేట్ నో రిపోర్టింగ్ అన్నా ఉంటే ఏవేవి కరెక్ట్ ఉన్నా అవన్నీ అప్డేట్ అవుతాయి. ఎర్రర్ ఉన్న రికార్డ్స్ అన్ని ఎర్రర్ స్టాక్లోకి రాస్తుంది. మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఎర్రర్ స్టాక్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఎడిట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ ఎర్రర్ స్టాక్లో నుంచి మళ్ళీ టార్గెట్లోకి అప్లోడ్ చేయాలంటే ఎర్రర్ DTP వాడతాం. ఓకే. So let's see the demo. Now what I'll do, basically I have given a date with 13th as a month. Can you ever have a month as 13? So it should fail, right? So let me trigger the load. So I've done valid records update, error handling version. Now I'm going to run the info package. What file is this time? How many records was 9? Now let me run the DTP. So it is delta, it tries to full, okay, anything is fine. So when I do delta, it tries to pick those 9 records from the data source with error handling as this. Now let's see this. PSA did never failed because it will take the data as it is here. But the DTP has failed while loading it to target. Now if I expand data packet, updating, I can see the error message where it has been updated. Value so and so of characteristic is not possible. So invalid data. Okay. Now what happens? Look at this. But while updating, out of 9, what is this? 8 records are updated, which are valid, but 9th one was not updated. Now if I see the manage of the queue, how many are added? 8 are loaded to the queue, but the one error record has not gone. And the request is what? Red or green? Red means you get a symbol or reporting on it. If you get the reporting symbol, it means the request of this data is available for reporting, otherwise no. So is it available for reporting? No. I said update the valid records, but don't bring it for reporting. Good. Now how do I correct that error stack? It's failed. Now you can go to manage of the queue or anywhere. You see there is red request. Okay, get to the monitor. The top, what is the button here? In the monitor screen, you see a button called error stack. Now click on this button, error stack. How many records are written to error stack? 1, go, okay. Okay, so you see this error record here. Now I know what is it. I'll just try to correct. I interact with the business and say okay, no, that was not supposed to be 13. It was supposed to be 12. It was a typo error. So I just correct it as 12, and then say what? Save. Now did I edit the record in error stack now? Yes. After editing in error stack, I should load the record back from error stack to the target. I do it what? Using what? Error DTP. How do you create error DTP? Look at this now. Go to the normal DTP. This is standard DTP, right? Now you see a update tag, you see a button. What is the button here? Create error DTP. That automatic create type in now. Just to refresh you, to show you that it is created. When you click on the button create error DTP, it will create. What is? Look at this. Is a new DTP created? Now go to the error DTP. You cannot change anything. Don't do anything. Just say what? Start. Now gone. Now if I go to manage of the cube, I can see the request what is already loaded. Now, so this has actually failed in saying one record has not come in, but it will bring that record with the new request error DTP. Now can I consider this 1571 as successful? The record which is missed out with 157 has come in now. I can set this to what? So now you get the reporting symbol. This is error handling. Clear on this? Okay. Next, maximum number of errors per packet. Tolerance limit. Say, if I say 1000, until 1000 errors, it will basically hold it out. It will not throw error. If I say 1, means for the first error itself, it will throw you errors. and you fix it. Again second error. Let's say there is a packet with say 10 errors first. It will not wait until all the 10 errors. It will for the first error it will throw an error for you. You will fix it. Again you will run. Again second error will show. Again third. Like this you will get 10 times first. You can increase the number of tolerance limit also with number of error records per packet also. Okay, boss? Yeah. And then the checkbox. No update without master. What does the checkbox indicate? I told you the schema, when you load your master data, SIDs are generated. Can you load your transaction data based on the SIDs? It will generate dimension SIDs. Can you load your transaction without master bus? I told you yes or no can be controlled. If you say no update without master data, it will not allow you to load the transaction for which there is no master data bus. It will throw an error saying no SID value found until. Can I show you an error? Let me show you an error with this option. Let me go to the error file. Let the date be correct. So I will try to load some material which has never been loaded at all. Is this a new material bus now? Yes or no? So now should that fail now saying this SID is not available now? Z999, right? Let's go to the cube. In the cube display data model, what is information for product number? Let's see the SID. Let's see in the SID table, do we have SID for this product? So do we have SID for Z999? Look at this. No, right? Was it not Z999? It'll win then, no? Okay, actually when you say no update without master data, it should not allow the transaction data for which there is no master data. That is update tab. The next is what? Execute tab, where we control the execution process. This is very, very important. Now try to understand this. You should understand when I run the DTP, what all steps does it do internally? Okay. For each data packet, it will do these steps. Okay. First step 1, extraction. Where does it extract from? Extraction of data from source object. Okay. Then if you have any filtering, you know about filtering? In the DTP filter, if you give any filtering does. Next, third one, error handling. Fourth one, transformations. So this is how it does this. So first it will extract the data from the source object, then filtering if it is available, then error handling, then transformations, then this. You know about transformation, right? You do mapping with the transformation. So based on the mappings, what you declare, that the data is processed through that mappings, then updates it to queue. It will perform these 5 steps for every packet. I can show you this. There is only one packet. Expand. What is this? Extraction. There is no filtering. There is no filtering. Then what? Error handling. What is this? RSDS means what? Transformations. What is this? Update in the queue. In the updating, it can see writing data into what? Fact table. Okay, boss. See, we have different processing modes here. Parallel extraction and processing. When I say parallel extraction and processing, let's say I got 5 packets. If I say process these packets parallelly, and if you say in parallel, it does process 3 parallel, and 3 packets will be extracted parallelly, processed parallelly. Instead of processing packet one by one packet sequentially, it will process them parallelly. Will it speed up? Now the point is, where do you do the setting? How many packets should be processed parallelly? If you go to extras menu, there's something, what is here? Settings for batch manager. Here, what is the number of processes here? 3. If you say 3, it will process 3 packets at a time. But if you say 6, it will process 6 packets at a time. But generally it is a default value, you don't touch it. But only in case of a DTP where it is really running slow and you want to speed it up, we can use that option. Okay, boss? Okay, and don't worry on this, we'll see breakpoints later. And then this is where we extract the data parallelly, and the parallel process there. And the next option is, we use this option. See, in the bottom, when you select this option, nothing is enabled bottom. But when you say I want to go with debugging, I want to debug the process of my DTP, then it gets in, and it enables all this. Now, where do you want to debug? Extraction phase or filtering phase, error handling phase, or transformation phase, or queue phase? So you can say change breakpoints. Then if you scroll down, it will ask you all the routines where you want. You can enable breakpoints and then trigger it at the runtime also. So even when I'm running DTP, I'm not running for loading. I'm running for simulation mode for debugging things. Then I can use this option. We'll see about the transformations. Not now. You tell me this. You should be able to tell me. What is this processing? No data transfer. Delta status in source fetched. Use a pulp. Don't bring the data from the data source, but enable it for delta. Yesterday I showed you an option called delta init without data bus. It is same as this. Okay, boss, fine. Yeah. So whatever the data we have in the source, it will not bring it. It will only mark it as what? Loaded, and from next runners, when I set this, it will start extracting the delta from next request. Okay, boss. And next, one more option what we have is, so does it perform this 5 stages, boss? Right? Now what I want to do is, at each stage I would like to see how the data is. We are seeing data in the data source, and finally we are seeing cube, but I'm not seeing how it is after extraction, how it is after transformation, how it is after this. I want to see at each stage. I can do that. How to do this? Go to, what is here? Settings for DTP temporary storage. Go to settings for DTP temporary storage. Do not delete. It says what? Delete temporary storage once the request is green. But I said don't delete. Delete after 1 day. I'm saying. Okay, boss. And you want temporary storage at extraction phase, filtering phase, error handling phase, and transformation phase. At every phase, I want the staging of data. Oh, delta kada, no more data. Let me run the DTP now and we will see 900. See, now data packet is processed. Now at every phase you see this clause icon here. After extraction, what is their data? This was the data snapshot after extraction. After error handling, what is snapshot? After transformations, how does my data look like? You can see data to each phase available by using DTP temporary storage. Go to, that's okay. And one more thing, just an information here, there's nothing much. Let's say you have enabled error handling, right? For error handling, loading, everything, it creates some programs in the backend. I can see extras menu, display, generated program for error handling. So this is a program for all the error handling code. What SAP forms it. And let's say you've done some filtering. Now, what is the program for filtering of data? It formulates its code. Extras menu. Don't worry on this. Now, next, it will have program for each of error handling and filtering. One more thing is, you remember we have seen error stack. Yeah. So I'm going to have some errors now. Yeah. I've got error data, and in the error stack, do you see two records? And I loaded twice, so two error records have got. Okay, someone has not overlooked it. You could not understand. Let's say you set that to green. Go to choose eighth pane. So now, do we have entries in the error stack now? Yes. Now I'm trying to go to change the DTP. I'm trying to change some properties in the DTP. Like say I want deactivate, so upload something and activate. Help in there. Actually, what I mean to say is, when you have some entries in there, you could change. Okay, normally in the real time, what we do, whenever you want to change DTP, we'll change DTP development environment, transport to quality to production. When you transport the DTP changes, sometimes DTP will not get activated because of entries in the error stack. DTP change చేసినప్పుడు ఒప్పుకోదన్నమాట error stack లో డేటా ఉంటే అప్పుడు ఎట్లా చేస్తామంటే we need to clean that error stack. We need to delete the data in the error stack. How do you delete? If you go to monitor, if I select this records, I see error stack records because this is the error stack of the request. But if I select a different request, do I see anything in the error stack? But error stack is specific to request by request it is showing. I cannot, let's say I've been loading it for 1 year, I can't go over checking every request throughout the year and delete the error stacks, right? So what I need to do is, I need to find out the table name of error stack, then delete the content of the table. That is simpler way. So how do we get the table name of error stack? Go to this DTP, extras menu, customizing for what? Error stack. Here will give you the table. This is the name of the table of your error stack. Catch hold of this error stack table. You remember we had two records. Go to T code SC14. SC14 is the T code where you can delete the content of a table. Give the table name and say what? Edit. Go inside. Do you want to delete the table or delete database table? Table is deleted. Do you want to delete the table or delete database? So select the database as delete data and then activate and adjust database. Now if you go to monitor and any error stack request you go in, do you see data here? Like this you can clean data in the error stack also. Okay, boss. I think with this we are okay. And one more point. Info package, we are able to schedule that in foreground or background. Yes or no? If you select this is what? Foreground. If I select this data, then it is what? Background. but DTP by default is background. There is no option of running in foreground. See, you can observe this. If when the DTP is run, this is the DTP, right? But this is actually running in background. I can see the job details here. What is this here? Job overview. I can see what were the jobs which is run in job log. I can see. So by DTP cannot be run in foreground. By default, DTP runs only in background. This is DTP bus.